Today I want to talk about excuses and the fatality of excuses in life and business, because I think no matter what times we're in, we all have excuses not to do things. We have reasons to do things, And I believe, I read a quote once and it said, you either have results or you have a story. You either have results or you have a story. And I think that results is knowing what you want. Results is having goals. Results is having a vision. And then on the other hand, we have a story, right? And you can guess what that is. A story is excuses. A story is just coming up with stuff as to why something didn't work out, as to why we didn't take action, why we didn't move faster, why we didn't take the opportunity that was ahead of us, right? The situation that we're in is not easy. I totally get that. It's not something that we ever experienced, and most of us are pretty much terrified, They've taken our freedom. They've taken a lot from us. I mean, they've taken an insane amount from us over the past 2 months or so. Who would have thought of that? Nobody did, right? But now that we're in this brutal situation, the question is, what do we make out of it, Because God can give you opportunities, God can give you challenges, but the question is, what do you make out of it? So, anyway, I had to make a quick turn here because I was chased by 2 dogs and that was a little bit weird. But anyway, so I think in life there's only 2 things, right? There's excuses, and those are reasons for us not to do something. And then we have results. And results is really the only metrics to be looking at. Results is the only metrics to be looking at. And if you take a look at the most successful people, most of us had excuses at one point. I'm going to give you an example from my own personal life. I mean, I'm an immigrant to this country. Okay, I was not born in America. It didn't really look too good for me. At the time I was like 19, 20 years old. I had all the wrong friends. I had all the wrong reasons why not to succeed. And that period actually took like 3 to 5 years, maybe even longer. Things started going downhill when I was like 14, 15, and things didn't really get any better until I was maybe about 20 years old. So it took me a substantial amount of time to recover from a period where I was just lost. And the reason why I was lost is because I just didn't have any goals. I think we have to take inventory of what we want. We have to take control of ourselves. That's the most important thing, right? Always take control of yourself. Know that you are in charge of everything, and know that you are capable of doing so much more than you are doing right now. Really, really important. But I think that the moment that we give up on self-control is the moment that we just throw ourselves out there and let all the circumstances take control over us. And that's the moment when we lost. Because a person with no self-control, a person who is just thinking well, I do this wrong, or a person that's just blaming outside circumstances for his or her own failure, is a person that will not get very far, right? And I was exactly that person. I was a person who was not creating success because all I looked at was just, wow, I want to get distracted, I want to get lost. And the thing about me, at the time I was like 14, 15, and I had the wrong friends, they had no goals, and at that time I could have done so much more already if I really think about it, I wish I knew what I know now 15 years ago. I would be so far ahead of everyone else. I mean, I'm not doing bad, but I could be so much more if I would have just taken better steps, in the past. But again, this is something that you just can't control because humans make mistakes. Humans are imperfect. We're not perfect. We screw up all the time. We do things wrong. And the key thing is, what do we learn from it? How do we progress? How do we take failures? How do we take obstacles? Do we take them as permanent defeats, meaning we're not going to stand up, we're not going to do more, we're not going to try again? Or do we take them as stepping stones, You get a bit of a flashback, right? You get a bit of a flashback and you say, wow, this just happened to me recently, but this time I'm not going to miss out on this opportunity, And that's how you need to see it, It does take time to develop the skill, to be able to really fully see and be aware of how you screwed up in the past. But most importantly, what it takes is the ability to criticize yourself in the right situations, where you just need to change. Now that's crucial, So the moment I changed it, like the moment I was able to look myself in the eye and tell myself, you know what, this is where when people look at success, right, they look at someone and they see this perfect individual who never made any mistakes. They always made the right choices. They're always connected to the right individuals. They always enter the right business partnerships, whatever it would be, right? But what they never talk about, and that's the sad part, what they never talk about is the failures that they had along the way before they managed to become successful. You have a story, you have excuses, or you have results, you have actions, okay? There's only two things in life. There's a story, excuses, failure, and there is success, results. And I want you to start thinking in a more results-oriented way, where anything, like any short-term defeat, any short-term failure that you may encounter, I want you to capitalize on that. I want you to take full responsibility of your own actions so that you can create the destiny that you deserve. You can do it. Like I told you, I am an immigrant to this country, okay? English is not my native language, okay? I'm a hard worker, I spend probably tens of thousands of hours working on my business. If you ask anyone around me, I'm not the kind of person who gives up easily on something. I am the kind of person who will try just one more time. And that's my mentality. I always try it one more time. And the one more time is the differentiating factor that made me successful over the past years. I just don't like giving up. I don't like giving in. I'm a stubborn person, okay? I really am. I'm a stubborn person. But this is a good quality to have, because people who are stubborn, they don't easily get influenced by someone who has a different opinion towards things. If I would have listened to my father about what I should do in my business or what I should do with my life, I would not be who I am today. Because I hate to say it, people in my family put tremendous self-limiting beliefs on myself as to what I'm able to achieve and what not. That's really hard to comprehend, because for me, whenever I'm going to have kids, I want my kids to excel my skills. I want my kids to have more success. I want them to do a lot better than whatever I created, because they are my blood, they are my kids. I want them to do better, because I know that if they do better, I'm going to do better as a result. Like, it's a no-brainer for me. It really is. Disprove them. Simply disprove them. You can do it. You want to disprove your friends, maybe even your own parents, you can create success. You are fantastic. You have the ability. You have everything to become successful. Maybe you don't have a degree, you don't have formal education. Guess what? I did not attend a college or university, and you know what I want to tell you about that? I'm glad that I didn't go to college or university, because I am a marketing guy, and if I would have gone to college or university, all the information that I would have learned from the college professors, the ones with no experience, all the information would have been outdated anyway, because online, in the world of digital marketing, information changes. Like, everything that you knew is probably going to be obsolete 18 months from now, okay? So whatever is in a college book about marketing, especially about digital marketing, is going to be obsolete by the time you read the book. So what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, the only way you can stay ahead in our space, in our great digital marketing era, is by doing nothing but focusing on continuous intake of information that will allow you to improve your marketing ability, your ability to impact, influence, and sell. That's what marketing is all about. Education is really, really important. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then I'd appreciate if you liked it. Click the like button right below this video. In case you are not subscribed to my channel yet, you can do that now. just hit the red subscribe button right underneath this video, because I'm gonna be uploading new content 2 to 3 times a week right now, and you definitely don't want to miss out on any digital marketing content, because the information that I share is not like rehashed. It's really unique. It's gained from personal experience, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get a lot of useful content out of the videos that I shoot, and that you're going to be able to learn from it. Thank you for watching, and I see you in the next video.